Welcome back to Central News. Promoting Hamilton as an artistic town is high on the agenda for the team at Mesh Sculpture, who as a trust aims to seek funding and commission new artworks for Hamilton. Central News reporter Amanda Harper finds out more.
Stuart, why did you decide to start Mesh Sculpture?
We were very fortunate to be able to pull together a fantastic group of people to establish Mesh Sculpture Hamilton really as a vehicle for people to be able to give something back to the city in a way that was fun, vibrant and creative and very visual. And I guess one of the unique characteristics of Mesh is that it's going to allow people to donate and become a part of it for a variety of reasons. It's going to allow people who are big supporters of the arts and very passionate about art to see this as a fantastic vehicle for bringing significant artworks to Hamilton from some of our best artists in New Zealand. But it's also going to be able to provide people, and I guess I put myself in that category, that aren't necessarily from an artistic background, but I enjoy art and I want to see more of it in the city, but I'm really passionate about Hamilton and I wanted to find a way to be able to, I guess, leave my mark on Hamilton and contribute to our city overall. And so it really is a vehicle for lots of different people to get involved for their own reasons, but overall it's a way to make our city something quite special.
Excellent. I look forward to seeing the artwork when it's all up. Now, Kate, you're chair of the artistic board. How does it work? Do you approach artists? Do they approach you?
Well, the artistic board approaches artists, and the artistic board is made up of a number of individuals who have got quite a lot of experience in the contemporary visual arts. So between us, we've sort of got a handle on who's doing what nationally, and then once we've got a brief for a site, we consider that site culturally, but also in terms of the communities that use it and the communities that feel connected to the site. And then we think of it, we're sort of matching an artist whose practice we know, who we think can handle that site and doing something that will stand the test of time. And by that I mean creatively as well as practically.
Now, does that mean that the artistic board has a certain level of creative control over the piece?
Well, yes, I would say that it does, in that we're sort of narrowing down the choice. What we do is we approach a number of artists. We do it on a case-by-case basis, so different sites require a different approach. We're at one site, for example, the Wintec Wall, which is coming up. We might open that quite wide because that's a really interesting site and a lot of people have a vested interest in that. A lot of people care about that quite deeply. It's been the subject of a lot of discussion. Whereas other sites we might sort of narrow it down and really just be looking at one or two. And once we've made a choice and have some proposals, then we go back to the board, the Mesh trustees, and we make a recommendation to them. So ultimately they are the ones deciding, but based on our recommendations.
And Stuart, how will the funds be raised for this initiative?
The funds will be raised in a variety of ways. I guess we're trying to do something a little bit different here in Hamilton, and we don't want to just be another arts group going to the traditional sources of funding for the arts, because all that does is dilute the funding available for all these groups. Mesh Sculpture Hamilton is really an exercise in philanthropy. It's about the people of Hamilton that either are passionate about the arts or passionate about our city, making contributions, so that overall you've got a lot more money going into the arts. And it's really about saying that whilst we all want more public art and the council are cognizant of that, and it's very high on local government's wish list, it's very low on priority spend. And I think people need to recognise that if they want to see it, and if they've got the financial capacity to do so, that they need to start donating. We're very fortunate in Hamilton. We've got a couple of fantastic families, the Gallaghers and the Perrys, that get behind and support a number of initiatives in the city, and that's absolutely fantastic. But I think more people need to be doing this. We can't just be relying on them all the time. So we think that Mesh will provide a vehicle that people will want to put some money in because they can visually see where it's going, and it's something really fun and creative. But the reality is we want this to be sourced from private donors and from corporate donors for the majority of our funding.
Kate, what response have you received from the local art community?
The arts community have been fantastic, and I think that I think the arts community in Hamilton is long-suffering, actually, because I don't think there's nearly enough quality visual arts being presented, explored and enjoyed for a city of our size. And I think that it's long been kind of moaned and groaned about, and rightly so. So I think that what the arts community, in supporting us, they're just supporting the potential for something exciting and new, something that is that will be of the highest quality. So we've had great support. I mean, we had Alison had someone the other day from the arts community come up the other day in the street and give her a cheque for the trustees, because people are that supportive. But it's and from the artistic side of things, it's having that moral support too, which is really great.
It's definitely true. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It will be great to see more artwork around the city. After the break, we are privy to some award-winning innovation and success at Newnham Park in Te Puna.